Mic check, mic check. As my boy Das Effects used to say, microphone checker, microphone checker.
The good old days.
Remember that, right? Microphone check, microphone checker.
Yeah, when music actually meant something back then.
Oh man,
To
oh
the
man. E is in the house too. All right, all right. Happy Juneteenth.
Fellas, Mo, Rod, 411.
what
What's
hell what's
up?
Yeah,
going on?
All
look at
right, how
that.
is it
All
sounding?
right. Oh man, eloquent.
Mm.
Very good, very good, very good. How you all doing today?
Oh man, I think we all doing well, man. Just enjoying the day. I know some of y'all probably had the day off, and
What is
and
that? Good Lord.
no days off for Rod. Oh
Oh,
yeah, so
it's
that's
all
what's up. Yeah, but hey, man, it should be no days off for the WNBA. Now the NBA season's over. So but we'll chop into that today. So we're gonna talk little NBA finals since it just ended. But the main course, as everybody knows, that was on that flyer is the WNBA. So we'll talk about this past week of the WNBA. We'll talk Caitlin Clark, Team USA. We'll talk anything in between, everything in between, all that good stuff. So that's what we're gonna do today. So welcome everybody to 401 Sports World Network. Up in the top left hand corner is Mo. Right below Mo is E. And then right above me, Mr. 401, is Rod. All right.
indeed, indeed.
Indeed. Got some WNBA fanatics in the building. All right, we're gonna get started, folks. All right, we here. All right, let's go ahead and start things off with all the routine stuff. So make sure you go to TikTok, Mr. 411, MisterFourOneone. That's Mr. 411 on TikTok. We smashed a goal and we got another one to conquer. So help us out, Mr. 411. There's that QR code right there too. Same thing on Instagram, Mr. 411. Help us out there. We are currently right now, as we speak, on YouTube. 411 Sports World Network on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. Make sure you share because sharing is caring. That's not only for the people who have not done it yet, that's for the people who are members already. Continue to share because sharing is caring. All right. Boston Celtics clinched, won the NBA Finals, the championship. They have won put the 18th banner is going to go up probably in the fall. So
In
let's wrap.
in five.
Yeah, in five. So
Five.
let's go back to that. So I know personally, I picked the Celtics in six, but I'll let the rest of you guys break in and talk about what you thought and saw from the finals. Um, we'll play it like this. We'll start with Mo, and then Rod, and E, and then me. So give your thoughts on the finals and the wrap. The ending of the NBA season.
Well, my prediction was correct because I said game five. Yay me. So my thought is I honestly think Boston did not play to their potential in game four. They was trying to wait to win at home at Boston because that was just a poor performance by Boston.
In game four. Yeah, they
Yeah.
got blowed. They got blown out.
Yes, they
Doors
got
blown out.
blew out. Like, really?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
they go home and play phenomenal. Like, okay. So that makes me question the NBA how they do
Uh-oh.
stuff here.
Uh-oh. Okay, you questioning
Very
the
good.
integrity of the league, Mo. Okay. Bring, bringing the heat already. We just got started.
you just
Okay.
can't
All right.
you just can't turn off that quickly. Like, I mean, I know everybody have a bad game. All players have a bad game. That's
Mm-hmm.
no, but come on.
What about your boy Jason Tatum? I mean, how do you feel about Tatum?
I think he did his part. I mean, he's surrounded by great players. Brown, Holiday, man, White, like he's surrounded, so he doesn't have to do everything now. It's spread out. Everybody did their job.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
game 4, I just don't. No.
Yeah, that's game four is still it's still sticking in your craw. I see here. It's still
Yeah.
sticking in your
But it
craw. Game
makes
four.
sense though. It makes sense. Win at home. It makes sense.
Okay. Well, they did get one victory in Dallas, game three. So they did split in Dallas. You know,
Right.
maybe they can't win them all, Mo. You know, they can't win them all, Mo.
I know. But you know,
All right,
that's my
that's
take.
cool. That's cool. All right, Rod, what you got, man?
I as well. I knew they were gonna win in 5. Remember, I said a possible sweep. I'm like Mo. That fourth game, I just if you got to give, it's we talking gimmies, man. That market got to make money. I understand. Let Dallas get. I get that, but then again, on the other hand, man, it's just it just was not. It just looks staged. I will say that. I'm not gonna say that the NBA was behind it. All I'm gonna say is no one has ever been up 3 and lost a series like that. If they just wanted to win in Boston, I get that. We're not just gonna say that. We're just not gonna play tonight. We just go take it back to Boston. Me myself, I would have told you we're gonna let y'all win this. We get back to Boston, but that's me. But I just can't understand how that whole dude. How do you dominate for 3 games? I'm talking about total domination. No lobs, no nothing, and then one game, it all go to hell. Nothing. I mean, I'm talking about. We don't even know who you are. I was like, man, look at what 40 points.
Right.
Like, man, oh my god. All right, I said, look, if that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. But it got to be a little bit better than that, man. I don't care if the finals get swept. We just want the best team. Boston's been the strongest team all year. We understood this could possibly happen. Let it happen. We don't. So Boston just one game. We forgot how to play. Out of the whole season of being strong. All right, that's just. I'm sorry, I have to go back, Mr. E. We spoke about 2 weeks ago. We spoke about. It was something that went down, man. I gotta just. You mentioned that Kyrie.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
You mentioned that Kyrie Irving probably had the best handles, and
Uh-oh.
we were on something different, and I kind of let it slide, but it stayed with me and I just have to say, I have to disagree. I have to say, as a guard, Isaiah Thomas, dribble, handle, shot, speed of shot, he's not better than Isaiah Thomas. That's all I can say. I hate Detroit. I don't even. I hate Isaiah Thomas.
Boy.
But I got to say that. I'm just saying I have to give credit what credit due, and Isaiah Thomas was an assassin. Handles it, just pull up on you just anywhere. Just put it this way, he wouldn't have had a series like Kyrie had. Oh no. I'm just saying. That's my bit. That's my.
I still maintain that if you look at the person, the player, I'm with you 100%. I never liked the bad boys.
Yeah.
And then when you bringing that up right now about Kyrie and the handles, right? You know I love every second of that. You know why I love every second? Because Kyrie didn't win. Because guess what? I'm a Curry fan. I I put Curry over Isaiah Thomas. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Mr. E. You know,
So you talked
I
about
hear you on
one
that.
specific. You talked about one specific thing about the handles. Hey, and let me tell you something. Isaiah Thomas, yes, all time great. Curry, all time great, right? But
Yeah.
I was talking to some friends, right? I'm talking about the whole game. I'm conceptualizing this, the whole game, right? And I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
that's why Kyrie Irving is not over Curry. Oh, somebody said I agree.
But
hey,
you know what?
but
uh,
And
but
Mr. Mr. E and TJ will tell you. I mean, Mr. Ford want to tell you this. I did say Curry would be my number 2. Did I not? Did I not?
yeah,
yeah,
you said that.
I
You
said,
know, your number two.
I said Kyrie might be maybe 3 or 4, just depending. But I went with Isaiah at 1. But I understand how you can say Curry. I see how he
So,
is he
so
is angry
what
with
I'm
it.
saying is, hey, it's good. It's fine that you say about the handles, but let's understand too. Everybody's now going to be down on Kyrie because he lost. And boy, I'm telling you, it was almost a disgrace, right? When we're talking about specifics with the handles, yes, and that far as that go, we can always. I have a buddy and friend that just loved Doncic, right? And we saw what happened to him: overweight, out of shape, couldn't last, never been there before, don't know, right? And what people got to understand too is that people in America really want to see American players. As much as we love Doncic, and as much as we want to see, hear me and hear me good. America wants to see an American player, okay? Just as way it was when Michael Jordan played and Scottie Pippen, the way they doubled down on Tony Kukoc back in the 90s and such, and
Mm,
just with any other foreign player, right? Whole
mm,
nother story, but I'm just giving an example, right? The way
mm,
we think now about Kyrie. Kyrie is a champion, and look at everything that Kyrie has gone through in the last 24 months, last 36 months, right? He's gone through a lot, and this series did not help him in some ways. In some ways, it did, right? I see that he's a graceful loser. I think that he will be back. But see, my thought was that the Denver Nuggets will be playing for a championship. And I
Mm-hmm.
never assumed that the Dallas Mavericks would be there. That team isn't ready. I think that anytime that you depend solely on a 6'2", 6'3" guard, right? To help carry a team, you got to have somebody like LeBron James over there. And I still contend today that Doncic is not a LeBron James player. Okay, so yeah, let's not beat him up too much. But I'm with you on the fact that he lost. But it's good that you say, well, the handles. You disagree with me. We can go back. We can go back and forth on that one. And I can ride. I can ride with you on that thought. Again, back to the question that you were talking about. Um, look at Jason Tatum, 25, 26 years old. He has scored 1,700 plus points, more than anybody under the age 27 in playoff experience. He's a five-time All-Star. Now he gets to play even 2, 3, 4 more years for some more championships right there. And I think it's just very rewarding for the young man to win this championship. I hope he wins more. However, again, like Magic Johnson said, this is unacceptable. I would prefer the Lakers winning rather than the Celtics. But hey, it is the Boston Celtics time. They won. Hey, let's give them their accolades. I think Jason went to the finals. Did he go when he was 24 years old to the 24 years old championship? He with Curry a couple of years ago, right? So
Right,
listen,
2022. Mm-hmm.
let's celebrate his youth. Let's celebrate his accomplishment. Let's celebrate the Celtics. They played well as a team, right? And those
mm-hmm.
guys did their thing. Check it out. The way the game played now, I don't know if you feel like this, but it was one of the most boring series that I ever watched. In fact, I enjoyed the bubble better than this series I just saw. And we'll know that the
The
tension
the
was down.
bubble.
I enjoyed the bubble more.
Right. Yeah.
And let me tell you what it did prove also who that other sidekick was that won the MVP, right? That guy that
Tatum.
won the MVP, Tatum, right? Did you see his defensive prowess, right? Oh my goodness, that dude played defense, right? Back to Tatum though, 30 and 10. No Celtic has ever done that, right? It was a different game in the 80s and the 90s when Isaiah played. And you know what? Overall, it's still better. It's better. Isaiah is a true, should have been on the Olympic team, should have been on many other teams. I hate that Isaiah is still angry, upset, and still delusional when he
Oh,
wants Magic
okay.
Johnson to apologize to him, right? But
He
back
got
to your
hit on.
Well, okay, E. Well, we're gonna come back to that piece too when you
Well, back
saying
to that.
what you just said
You
there
remember
about
the
the
Boston
dream team.
Celtics? I didn't think the Dallas Mavericks should even be in the finals. And I think you
Yeah.
can look at what happened and then understand what I'm saying.
And shout out to Hot Tub Tony. Says what up, everybody. He agrees with a lot of your takes there. I think with aligning with Mr. E. You can let us know that Hot Tub. He says about the European players that don't have a
About
killer drive, and he also is celebrating the players of Boston, but not Boston itself. And I think you may be referring to the city of Boston, but I'll let Hot Tub clear that up. And by
and
the
I
way,
like
if you go, if you
I
yeah.
like Boston. They have good food. First time I went to a place called Legal Seafood more than 20 years ago, 25 years ago. I'm like, what is this right here? Love it. Nice. Fenway Park, nice. The city, right? You know, just to look at, to visit right there. They got all the banners in there. It's a nice place to see. But I'm
Interesting.
really a Boston fan. I'm a Larry Bird fan.
All right, one of the greatest ever to play, Larry Bird. So for me, guys, the NBA Finals, like I said earlier, I thought Boston would win this particular series in 6 games. I'm like E. I was with Denver and Boston in the finals, and then I was going to have Denver beat Boston. I think that matchup would have been a lot better with the Joker in the middle, just really wreaking havoc on Boston. But nonetheless, Boston wins. They deserve it. They won number 18. They did win it as a team, as Mo indicated. They did, the way they constructed that team. And look, I know a lot of people want to complain and say, hey, Boston, you know, they had a lot of fortunate situations along the way with injuries on the Knicks, injuries on the Pacers, and this and that. But guess what? They played almost the entire playoffs without Porzingis. And so they did something without a key player on their team as well. They won this thing as a team. Coach Mazzulla did a great job too. I think a lot of strategy was involved as to why we saw some things happening with Luca. And E, you mentioned the defense of Jalen Brown. He picked up Luca full court. He also denied Luca the ball once Luca gave it up. He stayed with Luca. So I think that the versatility of the roster in Boston and the way that they played together as a unit defensively, the schemes they used on offense, they did a lot of pick and they kind of slipped their pick and rolls where they didn't necessarily set the screen and then they would roll off and force these weird switches. They got the matchups they wanted. And they also took turns going at Luka Doncic on defense. Luka may have got his offensive numbers, but they were wearing him down on the other end too. So yeah, I think Boston did. They deserved it. Congratulations to Boston. Um, and I'm not going to be bitter that they have 18 championships. But yeah, but I mean, because they earned it, and they did it the way that I would love to see the Lakers do it, which is build from the players they drafted. But that's for a whole
Really
nother
a
episode.
boring series. Really a boring series. Really boring series. And I heard
Hmm.
you
Yeah,
mention something. I heard you mention something. You know, Porzingis, who averaged 20 points and I think 7 rebounds for the season, right? And came in, he was inspired. Let's talk about the body language. Remember game one when he came out, pumped up?
yeah,
Bill Walton had passed away, right? The energy that he put in there. You could even tell by the Boston fans, they were quiet. It wasn't Rod and Mo, it wasn't that 1980s and that early 90s crowd. That's again what I'm saying. I try to mix the old school with the new school, but the crowd in Boston, they were dull, dead, and boring. And again, my premise always come back to I look at the game, and many other people pay and look at the game because it's an entertainment piece. And when I see the people just laying down in Boston, I can't think of nothing but Larry Bird, Cedric Maxwell, Dennis Johnson, Bill Walton, and the old school players, the JoJo White, the guys that
Danny
go back.
Ainge.
Danny, Danny Ainge. Then you want to throw him in there too? He was.
Gerald Henderson.
Maxwell, right? JoJo White. Then let's keep on going. Here,
Oh, you going now? You
yeah. So, but anyway,
have a check.
It wasn't entertaining to me, Mo. It wasn't entertaining to me. It was dull. Take me back to the bubble.
The bubble.
Yeah, he went way. Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's. Oh my God.
Oh, shout out to Antoine too. Antoine's in the comments there. He's booing on the 18th. I know why. And like I said on this show, same thing for Hot Tub. Anybody that wants to, join in, we'll send that line out to you if you want to join in. You never know, you might get on live. But anyway, Rod, you was about to say something there?
Yeah, the bubble shouldn't even count. Jesus. We go with that. Mr. E, this man just compared to LeBron.
Don't do it to him, E.
I was thinking about that Anthony Davis jump shot he's hitting in the bubble. I was thinking about the cognitive level, the physiological effects.
Okay.
Those players endured, right? And how they were able to sustain the level of play. Oh, somebody's calling me. Somebody's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell.
Yeah, somebody's at the door. Let's see who it is. Oh, what's up?
Uh-oh.
What up, Twan? You in the building, man? Give us your thoughts real quick on the finals so we can get to this week in the WNBA.
Twan.
Uh-oh, my bad. Let me get. Hey, how's everybody doing?
All right.
I was sending my next comment in because I wasn't on the talk. I said boo to that damn 18th for the Celtics. I'm a Lakers fan, so boo for that. And the reason that it was boring was because the Celtics were the superior team. We did not see the best team come out of the West to face the Celtics.
I feel you.
The best team to come out of the team that would have come out of the West that would have been the hardest matchup for Boston would have been the Denver Nuggets. But the game, the way it's set up right now, it is matchups. Certain teams, how Minnesota matched up well against Denver, but didn't match up well against Dallas. It's a crapshoot, and so that's just my take on that part of it. But the one thing I do love about it, and like I said, we got to move forward. The NBA is in good hands right now. We have a lot of young stars, a lot of young good players that is going to push the game forward. We don't need LeBron James anymore, and y'all can take that for what it's worth. We do not need LeBron James. We don't need Kevin Durant. We don't need them. We don't. The game doesn't need them for people to watch it anymore. And we, like you say, another time and another place for this. We can get somewhere. We can go eat some wings and drink some beer, and we can talk about this like grown-ups. But we don't need them cats no more. We don't need them.
So you feel like
the game is in good hands.
I have no. I can second that. I mean, it is what it is, man. LeBron James probably need to go below the free throw line on down and go ahead and try to establish dominance.
40 years old. He can still handle them young boys. Where them young boys at? Somebody mentioned something a few minutes ago. Just think about it, man. We don't see anybody under the. We don't
Mr.
see
E,
anybody under the basket. We don't see anybody under the basket. None of those 7'2" guys that really can yank the rebounds, kick it out to the point guard. Back in the day when Gus Williams used to play, and Isaiah Thomas. And they used to kick that thing out, and he used to run the break, and Isaiah come down and do it like this, pat it between his leg 5, 6, 7, 8 times, then pull up for your 20-footer. I feel you. But the game ain't like that no more, right? It ain't like that no more.
Mr. E, and again, we can take this off air. Me and Mr. 411 have talked about this. If LeBron James, if he wanted to be the player that he wants to be, the man that was the GOAT, he would have learned how to play off the ball. If he had to learn how to play off of the basketball, LeBron James would probably have about at least 3 more championships. But he never.
That's what make this thing so good. Because if Shaq
it is, but he never wanted to do that.
He would have averaged 35 points per game for a career.
But Mr. E, he never wanted to do that. He never wanted to give that rock to somebody else and let him play off the ball. And if he had done that, LeBron would have at least 3 more champions, in my opinion, because.
And what if the 3-second lane was even smaller? What would Wilt had done? And what if Wilt had West on his team? That's what makes it entertaining.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
There was a conversation going on earlier about Isaiah Thomas in the back. What if Isaiah Thomas had been on the Dream Team, which he should have been on the Dream Team, right? They would have won probably about how many more points? They blew out everybody by 25 or 30. They would have blew out everybody by 40 because Isaiah been there.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to put my referee shirt on here and break everybody up here. I gotta put my ref jersey on. Let me come back and put my referee shirt on.
I didn't mean to come in here and start no crap, so let's push it forward. I didn't mean to come in here and start no crap because if we want to break the dream team down, we could have got about 3 other players off that team and made that thing real. And made that thing real, and they would have scored about 120 points a game. Huh?
If you want to start something, that's okay. You can be Michael Jackson and start something.
Want to be starting something? You got to be starting something. Hey, I'm with you, Mr. E. But I didn't mean to come here.
Hey man, that's good. You brought some fire in there, and I think it was very entertaining. We got another shout out to make real quick here. Daniel from Barry Sports Highlights. We'll give a shout out to Daniel, man. So what's up, Daniel? Appreciate you tuning in. And send me your links, man, so I can follow your stuff as well. We can do that for each other. All right. You can see right there on the screen, WNBA. Mo, I know Mo myself and Rob was at a game.
Mo about to get it. Go ahead, Mo. Kill him, Mo.
This week in the WNBA. Let's talk about it, people. What all has happened this week in the league? I want to hear your thoughts on those Vegas Aces. Seems like they have arguably the best player in the league, but the record, man, is they get down there with the Sky and the Fever and Atlanta and teams like that. So what's going on in Vegas, everybody? And what other things have you noticed this past week in the league?
Well, let me start it off as being the least knowledgeable person in the group, and I'll give my little 2 cents, and I'll get out of the way. I do know the one thing about the Aces is they're missing their point guard.
Gray.
What's it?
Gray.
Huh?
Gray.
They're missing their point guard, who is an all WNBA first team champion. She is, if we want to call the point guard, she is the point guard right now in the WNBA. And I don't care the way the game is still set up for the WNBA, the way that they play, the style that they play, and the things that they do. It is still you still have to have a point guard. It is a point guard driven league. It is still a player, a playmaker. You know what I'm saying? A guard playmaking league, and the fact that they don't have their floor general, we can take. If you take Magic Johnson, if you take Isaiah Thomas, if you take Jason Kidd, if you take Tony Parker, if you take we can
Mark
keep
Price,
going. If you
Bob Cousy, Mark
if you
Price,
take
Bob
if
Cousy,
you take
Gary
any of
Payton.
these guys, yeah, if you take any of these players off their teams who are true floor generals, who are true team leaders, you take them off their team. Come on, man. They don't have a cheat, you know what I'm saying? She's not a cheat code, but they don't have their leader. And so about the aces, they're gonna be fine when she gets back. You know, they're gonna be fine because the one thing that they do have is they have the experience. They've had the ups and downs. They've had the trials,
Yeah,
and so
championship.
the pedigree, the championship
Yeah.
pedigree that goes along with
Hmm.
that. So those are my 2 cents.
Okay, what you got, Mo?
Well, I agree with Antoine. Definitely, Great is missing. She is a big asset to that team, and when she returns, and if she's 100%, I think the S is going to do a 360, and they will be in the finals. They're going to be in the finals without her, but when she returns, the dynamics of that team is going to change. Definitely. Because Asia, she doing her thing, Kelsey, all of them. So once they add that piece to the puzzle, they'll be there, definitely. But it's
All
going to
right.
be
What?
hard for them to three-peat.
So, but is it really like? But why aren't they able to kind of have more than the 500 record, even without her? Like when you still have a Kelsey Plum, you still have a Asia Wilson. I mean,
Because TJ,
are they not? They can't. They don't have anything in there that can help
Mr.
make up for that just a
411,
little bit.
Mr. 411, I'm gonna say this real quick. You can
Yeah.
take it away from me. You can do whatever. You can have a Bugatti. If it ain't got no gas in it, it's a Honda Accord. It's a
But
Toyota Corolla. You hear me? If it ain't got the
Hey,
gas in there, if it ain't got the thing that make it go, it's a lawnmower. You hear me?
Yeah, some of that I
yeah,
So
agree with,
A
man.
push
Hey,
lawnmower. You
let's
gotta
just
push it,
a
don't you? If
push.
it ain't got
Yeah,
no
it ain't
gas in
it
it.
ain't it ain't even self-propelled. It
It
ain't even
ain't no
self-propelled.
rotary
It's a
drive. It
push
ain't
mower.
self-propelled. You
It's
got
it's
all right,
it's a 19-inch Murray. We ain't even. It's a Murray. Back
all
y'all
right,
didn't cut grass. I had to cut
It's
grass for
one
my
them you
daddy.
used to
It
get
was
at
a
Western
Murray.
Auto back in the
Yes,
day when you had to yank it up like that from Western Auto, right?
a Murray.
And you
It
ain't
was a
got no
Murray. It
gas.
was a Murray. We ain't talking about no Hondas. We ain't talking about no Husqvarnas. We ain't talking about
We ain't talking
Walkers.
about no
We ain't
Briggs and Stratton.
None of
No.
them. None of them,
No.
Mr. E. We talking about a Murray. It's a 22-inch base. You gotta get out there and pull that thing about 5 times to make it the cut,
oh boy.
and you
Put
gotta
on
cut
the
all the
bottom and
grass with it.
screw the oil tip off, right? Let the oil come
All
out the
right.
car
And
and
see,
you be
hey,
happy.
right. And Rodney want to throw something in there. It sounds like he wanted to say something
yeah,
when it comes to the depth of the team. What you got, Rod?
I understand everything
Western
that
Auto.
was said, but we're talking about a team that has won back-to-back championships, working for this third. It's just hard to stay focused, man. I mean, they know they're the best in the league. They probably
Hmm.
got to get refocused, man. Having their floor general back will kind of help that's a piece that is missing. But with the personnel they got, they should still be dominating. The reason they're not is just not. They just don't have a hunger for that like that. It's just they they think they're just gonna kind of cruise into it. That you're gonna have to work harder. Everybody wants you.
mhm.
Everybody, you know, you come
Yeah.
from the top, but they just got to get a hunger for it again, man. I think they hopefully will get it. Um, I mean, when that floor general get back, man, like he said, is because she hungry, she been out, and
Mhm.
you looking at them, she gonna be like, hey, we got to straighten up. And I mean, you got a world. I mean, you got a world class coach. Man, Becky Hammond ain't no joke.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
just got to
And you
get,
know, they was in this situation before
yeah, they
when
just got to
Chelsea
get
was
refocused.
out. Yeah, this nothing new because she was out one season. I can't remember what season she was out, and she came back, and they just did a 360 change. So they'll be all right. They good.
Okay. And the beauty, and also the beauty of the league, right, is how many teams is there right now? What, 12, 13?
12.
Let's
Yeah.
say 12 teams. So you finish in the top eight, you still in the playoffs and all that. So they're
Mhm.
not going to fall out of this thing. But it's just interesting to see that the start is a little slow. But I mean, that opens the door for teams like Seattle and Minnesota, teams that a lot of people may not talk about, but they're up there. And then obviously Connecticut Sun. Mo, what you think about that Sun team? I know you just watched them the other night.
Yeah. So with the Sun, they always be right there at the top, but they get the postseason, they can't finish. That has happened, I think, twice with them. So
Yes.
I think they hungry too, because I know for a fact that they like we can't go out like this no more. So I think they hungry too. So it's going to be very good in postseason because they always get right there and they cannot finish. And the way they playing, yeah,
Yes, sir.
it's
They
gonna
play,
be hard.
they play that bully ball.
They
Ooh, they
they they are
that
physical
Okay.
bully ball.
team. They
So
physical.
so so Mo, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Like when like you say, you see the difference in it. You see the difference in the do you see that much of a difference though? Do you see where it's like you say, where it's been we didn't get like let's talk real. We didn't got chumped off a couple of times.
Mhm.
Are they at that point where they like, you know what, like we done with that. We done being chumped off. We ready. Do you feel that's what the Suns are at now?
I do feel that way. The way they've been playing, I really do. I think they to the point now where we got to finish. We got to finish it. If we get there, we got to finish it. If they get to that point, yeah.
And the back, and not to go back, but like you say, when with Boston, we and again, it's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother thing. Like the thing that I
Yeah, it
love
is.
about basketball, the thing that we grew up with, and the thing that we all follow about basketball was stages. You worked through, you got in the playoffs, you made the playoffs, then you won. You won a first round, second round. Then you were able to get to a conference championship. You might not win the conference championship, but you get back the next year and you battle, and you might not win that next year, but then in the following year we win the conference championship. So now we're in the finals. So we get to the finals, and we might not win the finals that year, but we done went through everything before, and we get to the finals and we win it again. And so like what I hate about what the NBA did to the game was they tried to shortcut that process. And that has always been the process about sports. It's not about trying to get to the end fast. It's about working your way to the end. You have to go through. Nobody, and I'm gonna get off here real quick. Nobody ever criticizes Isaiah Thomas for having two championships. You know why? Because he worked his ass off to get them two. Nobody ever questions his two. You know what I'm saying? Because he worked his ass off to get his two. And so that's what about basketball, and as far as like the WNBA and all, and you'll break it down a little bit more, but like it's a process. Let the process happen. Let it go through. And that's what we all loved about it. We loved the
Yeah.
process. We watched teams work their way through, and somebody had to lose and somebody won. And that was okay.
It's
Yep.
interesting you say this, man, because it's two processes being worked out here. We're looking at the economic growth of the WNBA,
Ding, ding,
that,
ding, 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 ding.
and we're
Right.
also the rival of this Caitlin Clark person, man. I tell you,
Oh man, you
brother,
lead to the next topic, brother.
that's it's two processes you're
Ding,
talking
ding, 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 ding,
about.
ding, ding. Check, 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 check.
All right. Yeah, and those two processes are gonna come into play in the next topic. But definitely before we do that though, anything else during the season throughout this past week of the season? Oh, you know what? There was a game played between the Sky and the Fever, and Caitlin Clark and the Fever took down Angel Reese, Cardosa, Teresa Weatherspoon, and the Chicago Sky for a second time this season, by the way. So did anybody get to catch that game?
Man, what you say, man? I try to watch the Chicago Sky every time they play, brother. That's
That's
my.
your type of team, isn't it?
I mean, I love that Atlanta Dream. Don't get me wrong, but I like watching the Chicago Sky, man. Oh my god, man!
They're a hard nosed team.
Hey man, I just like the way Angel Reese she hustle, man. That she just bring she bring her herself more excited than that whole NBA finals. Oh my god.
Hey
Oh
man,
yeah, check.
Wait a minute. Come on,
hey
Rodney.
man,
Now, come on,
she
Rodney.
give
Come
you,
on now.
Hey man, hold on.
Come on now.
hey
Come on,
man,
guys.
You're right.
hey,
You are so right.
Come
She
on
was
now.
more excited. She was
you
more
can say what you
excited,
want.
just
You
as
don't have to
said,
like what you
than
want.
the
She
players.
gives you, if you want to give it
What?
a one person, and I get out the way. If you want to give it a one person, she gives you a Dennis Rodman vibe.
She
She gives
does.
you
Yeah,
that vibe.
yes, she
I
does.
She
told y'all
gives you that vibe because
balling,
she
man.
is ready to play.
Hustles, man.
Yes,
She
she's
Okay.
ready to play every night,
Locked up,
and
Tony.
she does not.
Locked up, Tony.
She does
Hmm.
not run away from anything. She does
Yep.
not.
Yes, she does.
She doesn't fold. She doesn't
Okay.
run.
She ran from
And so,
that foul.
So what
She
foul?
did the flagrant foul.
What you mean she ran away? What I
she
missed?
ain't run.
Okay.
She ain't run away.
Okay.
She got nigga. She
No, she
got
didn't.
elbow.
Okay.
Stop it,
So
man.
what happened? So let's get to the flagrant foul then. So Angel Reese hits Caitlin Clark across the head. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a flagrant foul. They reviewed the play.
Mm-hmm.
By the rule, that's a flagrant foul. It's contact cross above the shoulders and
Okay.
especially in the head. It's
Okay.
a flagrant foul.
Well,
Okay.
What I'm saying is she deflected from all that instead of owning that. Go back and listen to the interview. She said it was a basketball play,
it was.
right? Well, freeze for a second now. All these plays are basketball plays. And then she said that it was a special whistle, right? What did the referees do wrong on that play? They handled that play.
Let me
They
say
handled that play.
something.
They handled that play like they handle all the other plays when players get hit across the head.
Okay.
It was a flagrant one. It wasn't a flagrant two. When I saw the play live, I was saying, "Oh, that's flagrant one," and they're gonna move on about it. So all I'm saying is, instead of trying to make it seem like the refs had something out against her or against them on that particular play, you got to own that play. Hey, I went for the block. I hit her in the head. It is what it is.
When you say it's a
And,
basketball,
and, I, and
what else you wanted to
come
say?
on now,
What
no, come on now,
hey,
because she said it was a
Hold
special
on,
Let
whistle.
hold on.
Wait,
let
hear
him
me out
finish.
now.
Let him
Hear
say
me
his part.
out.
Let me
Hear
add
me
this
out.
to it.
Hear me out before we jump over or jump all over it. Did she own the play? Honestly, did she own that play, or did she deflect it and make it seem like the referees had something against her? And this is somebody talking who don't have. I don't care. I ain't. It ain't on team neither one. I'm just talking about from what that play was and what happened and what you've seen in the NBA and what you've seen in the WNBA. We watch plenty of basketball. That type of play is a flagrant one.
Because basketball has become fucking uh rabbit soft, and you want to talk about that. I done got hit harder than that on a game.
That's
What I don't no, I'm gonna get out the
but
way. I'm
that's
gonna give you
not
my
that
30
play.
seconds. I done got
Sure.
hit harder than that, and I've never made 37 cents from playing basketball, and I done got
Yes.
hit harder than that before. So no.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that because but when you played, it wasn't during the era of how they referee these games and
And
how
you're
the
right,
game
and you're right,
and how the
and
game
when
is played. She played
and you are
in
right,
that
and
era.
you're correct. You're correct in that part and the way that they play. But you asked what the question you asked wasn't. You asked us how do we feel about it. If you played in a time where that was okay, then you can't
Hmm.
tell me that I got to go back to this part of the game now that gets refereed that way. When we played the game, that didn't get refereed that way. So you can't tell me to understand. the game that gets refereed this way now from the time that we played it. Because when we played it,
Yeah,
when we played it,
we
when we
don't even
played the game,
about,
when
man.
most of us
I
played
didn't
the
see a
game.
problem with it. I was like, she was going for
But
the
they're playing the game right
originally.
now.
She wasn't trying.
They're playing the game.
She was definitely going for the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Right. But even if you're going for the ball and you hit somebody in the head, okay, well you're not supposed to call it now because they went for the ball.
No, they called it. They called it like they saw it, and I understand that. But I
Okay,
don't think, I don't see
hey,
it as
can I say something?
I
Let
think
me
Sure.
say
just
something
told
right
the truth
here.
about it.
I have not said anything for 4 minutes, okay? So let me say something. Okay? Having refereed with Tyrone, Mr. 411, for more than 20 years, okay?
Wow. Been that long?
Tyrone, yeah, and I haven't refereed in the last, 5 years now. But knowing 20 years of refereeing and watched the way the game played when I was a Division I player, when I was on the court as a player, as a Division I player, I might add, and being refereeing with a guy that not only referees college basketball, but high school too, right? And having played on the number one nationally ranked state and national championship team, the basketball that I've seen over the years, right? Okay. Yes, in today's world, we call it a basketball play. And this is one reason why I view it as entertainment and a lifelong experience of playing, that I have enjoyed it from a player, from playing in some of the finest arenas in the United States and refereeing with a great referee such as Tyrone Jones. There are certain things as a player, I'm going to tell you this right here. It was not a basketball play. She know that she was hitting her in her head. Okay. I looked at that play. That's really the only thing I looked at. As for what they've been doing, Caitlin and Angel Reese been doing, right?
Man,
That
pull it up.
was
Pull it
that
up.
that
Pull it
that
up.
that
Pull
was
it
Okay,
up.
we
not.
go.
Hold on,
Pull
wait a
it
minute.
up.
Everybody talk. You can jump on me. Jump on me in
Pull it
a
up.
minute. Let me finish. Now I hadn't said nothing in 4 minutes, right? That was a flagrant. She didn't care whether she hit her on the head. Okay.
Yep.
I think it was somewhat really deliberate. But if you want to call it a basketball play, call it. The referees got it right. Okay. Then when they went back and they reviewed it. And let me tell you another thing about this right here. This is the same way Larry was in Magic. One thing we got to look at when we get into the racism, the prejudice of black and white of this issue, the bottom line in America is this. Check this out. 1.3 million viewers per game, right? On average this season. Last season, guess what? $462,000. 462 viewers. Okay, look at the attendance look at the Indiana Fever. Can y'all hear me right here? 15,564 people in attendance this season. Last season, 4,067 last
Wow.
season. Okay, what Caitlin Clark put into our revenue for 3 years in college, right? $82.5 million right here. What I'm getting to, we can argue all day about a flagrant or a regular foul. The bottom line is just what I said about Doncic. What does America want to see? Income and entertainment. So you can have the argument, you can have the floor all you want to. The people that's making the money, making the money. The players that play the game, they're going to make their money too. They're going to do what they have to do. And let's remember, the WNBA is funded by primarily by the NBA. This is a business. Let's talk about money. We can talk about racism, white, black, whatever. We can talk about how we can change it. Angel Reese and Caitlin, and primarily Caitlin, I might add, has been the reason why 17,000 people, they viewed the game in Atlanta already sold out. You look and see what the tickets are, $400, $600 per game. This is about money. So I'm not going to argue with you whether something right or wrong. I'm going to tell you my point. You say your point. But the deal is money, baby. And then the way the game play. And let me tell you something right here also. I'm going to go see that 3-point shooter all day before I see Dennis Rodman. And guess what? The NBA, they went to see Michael Jordan. Rodman was a good compliment, and he did what he's supposed to do. But let me tell you something. People went to see MJ. They didn't go see a rebound.
Oh my God. Okay, Rodney.
Hey, man, look
I
at
know
this. I mean, Mr. E, you said you have hit on the right point. It is about money, but it's also about percentages. And brothers, they got astronomical percentages. Have you ever heard you are 759% of something? That is unreal. You are how are you 759% of something? We go 10%, 80%. Oh, he gave 100% effort. 759% of something. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
That's the deal. That's what this
Yeah.
lady. That's what she is bringing it to do from viewership. WNBA. Yeah, I bought the package. I told you I was going to do that. But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying everything. Man,
You did.
a WNBA shirt. Man, I ain't never what. I was like, man, this is real over here. He right.
Yeah. So
And they got to protect the asset. I understand that. What you saying, Mr. E? Yes, I get that. You want to protect the asset. But what I'm saying is, I don't think this lady just went out there and just said, I'm going to hit in the head. And look, I'm just going to do this right here. This is, if she get hit, she get hit. You call a foul, you call a foul. That's how I see it. But
that was just right. She doesn't care.
I understand.
And you got to have
Right.
some of that mentality. You got to have some of that mentality when you play. It's a competitive sport, as Angel says, right? Well,
Right.
bottom line, I'm going to pay to see a 3-point shot, and I'm biased because I wanted to be a long-range shooter. I wanted to be a scorer. I was a leading scorer. I was a captain of a team. I led a team in assists, steals, minute plays, right? Actionable. People pay to see action. They pay to see the shot rather than leotard, one leg down, one. That's a fashion statement, man, which is good. That's money in her pocket. And that's what the game is today. How you are going to market yourself and how can it help the team, right?
Yeah.
How can it help
And we're going
the NBA?
and
How can it help
and
the
he,
investment?
we're going to try to, and Rodney, I know you requested it, so production team's working on it. We're going to try to get the video up for that play. But I have to agree with E on that. Like, I get what we're saying. It was competitive. There's no question in that. But what I'm saying, when you go back and watch that, she recklessly swung her arm, and that's why they put the rule in play, is for concussions and things like that. This is not a specific player situation. This is how the league, not only the NBA, but this filters all the way down to the other leagues below NBA. Contact to the head like that, making swings like that can lead to concussions. And with the way she did that, she was not in a position to get to block that shot. And as an end result, whether she intentionally did it or not, she knew that the opportunity would be there to hit her in the head. And whether it's not going to knock her out, it may not kill her or nothing like that, but as part of the game, that's why they rule that way.
Right.
All I'm saying is, all she had to do was just own up to it and then move on from it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying whether you like it or not.
What
Did
you
you really
want to-
expect her to
and I've
own
been-
up to it?
Because what she did was she spun it and said that there's a special whistle out for somebody, and no matter what y'all gonna do and stuff like that, she was already implying that the referees were out to get her on that, and that wasn't the case. That was not the case.
But I mean, she ain't really wrong either. Now, I mean, it's a special whistle out. You gonna protect the
No, she's not.
said that, but at the whole same time, man, it was just I thought it was a basketball play, whether she could block it or not. I mean, I ain't finna just let you just shoot. I mean, from the
but that's what I'm saying. It's a fine line. You're right on that part of it. What I'm saying, as a result of hitting somebody in the head, that's what the penalty is, and that's not the blame. That's not like somebody out to get you. You did what you did. It happened, and now that's what happens when you do that. And it could have been any other player doing that. Like, there's tons of video of players getting hit in the head, and they review stuff. Watch the play yesterday.
So she hits her in the
what I'm
shoulder.
saying,
If she hits
no,
her in
she
the
hit her in
shoulder,
the head. She hit her in the
I know
head.
she hit her in the head. If she hit her,
Yeah,
if she does the exact same thing y'all are both
yeah.
talking about, and she hits her in the shoulder, and she doesn't make,
Hmm.
is it a flagrant then?
It's possible that it may not be, but
Okay,
anything above,
okay,
well,
so
anything but above, right?
okay,
So did she? But did she hit her on the? Did she hit her below the shoulders? Did she hit her right on the shoulder? No. So that's why the result is what it is. That's all I'm saying. We can't take the result and then twist it. It is what it is, in my opinion.
it is what it is. But you still playing a game where you, like you said, what you just said. There are centimeters, millimeters, and inches in differences in where somebody contacts somebody else,
Mhm.
and you're saying the intent. If I ain't
I said the result, not the intent of it. The result.
okay, so the result. I think the result is even worse because if she's just trying to make a basketball play, if she's not trying to hit this girl in the head, and she happens to hit her in the head, that's different from when, if you remember when Jordan, when Jordan went down and he did the little behind the back shot. If you
Different
remember,
era.
oh, it might be a different era, but when Bill Laimbeer went, he was gonna knock the shit out of Jordan. That was
Yep.
that had nothing to do with intent. It had nothing to do with nothing. He was gonna knock the shit out of Jordan. That
What
was his
year?
play.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I get
okay,
you.
okay, my bad then.
No, I'm saying it's a different time. It was ruled
Okay,
different
so
back then, right?
okay, so I'll roll off of this because I don't.
Yeah,
If you playing ball, if you playing ball,
I'm
no,
just
I'm
saying
just
it's a
saying,
different
like
time.
if we playing, and I'm gonna get off of this. I'll get off of this. If we playing pickup ball, if we
Yeah.
playing pickup basketball, there's a difference, and everybody knows there's a difference between when you trying to foul somebody and when you not trying to foul somebody. If you just going up and you make a play on a ball and you happen to hit somebody,
Hmm.
that's one thing. If you go up and I know I'm trying to hit you upside your head, that's another thing. And so if you just gonna tell me because she was trying to make a play or somebody other than her decided that she was trying to make a play, now we're gonna dissect the game down to be like, oh, we decided that she was trying to do this to her, not whether that was the play that she was trying to do. We gonna decide, oh, she tried to do this to her. She tried to hit her upside the head.
hey,
And now we're gonna get this, we're
you
gonna assess this foul or
you
specific
Okay.
foul to her.
do
Man, y'all,
referees.
But
you know what? Y'all
what
might
you
well
just
play fucking,
what
y'all
you
might
just
well play
said
like football.
now
Y'all might well
what
play
you just
goddamn
said. I'm gonna let you finish.
tag basketball.
Okay.
Put a little flag on them, and if somebody hit their
And guess
flag,
what? Yep.
then you done with the game from now on. So
And guess what?
don't play nothing else no more. If that's how we're
And
gonna
guess
play
what?
basketball.
That's how it's
If
been played
somebody
for the
touches
last 12,
you,
15 years.
no, I'm just saying if somebody I can't take that
See,
part of it out of that because I'm not an official. I
I
I'm not an official. I'm not
understand.
unofficial.
We
If
know.
I
I'm playing
understand.
Two
basketball,
of them.
if I'm playing basketball and I go up and TJ, we done played this game. I don't know
Right.
about y'all. I'm not taking nothing away from nobody
Oh,
on this thing other than me and this guy
they
that done
all
played
they
basketball.
played.
They played, but I know when I posted your ass up when we were playing,
Yeah.
you fouled me because you know
Yes.
what? Because guess what? You couldn't hold me in the post. You
Correct.
couldn't hold me in the post.
Absolutely.
And guess what? When we was out front and you were driving past, I was gonna foul
And you
your ass. But
fouled
guess what?
me.
I couldn't stay in front of you. So don't. Okay, so my
So
bad. I'm
no
through with
no
it. I'm
no
through
no
with it, y'all.
no.
I'm through. I'm
You're
through.
right.
My
No,
bad.
that
I
what you're
didn't mean to
saying is
mess this up
great.
for nobody, but don't sit up
You're
here and
not.
tell me that now somebody else gets to decide how we playing basketball.
Okay.
Somebody else gets to decide like whether if I'm really making a basketball play, if I'm going up to try to block your shot and I happen
Hmm.
to hit you in the head. Now, oh, we got to go bring this back because you might have been trying to hit her in the head. Not that you was going to do it, but you might have been doing it. Man,
But
Well,
see,
okay.
guess
that's
what? I heard somebody say a little while ago, we're soft. They play like little babies. They cry. So guess what? It's just like society. People sort of dictate. The media sort of dictate where we're going, what we're doing, how things should be viewed. It doesn't
yeah,
necessarily make things right, but let's say the effects that sports play on society, the effects that economics play on society, the effects that, oh, everything trickles down to change, right? When
Mm.
Tiger Woods became the best golfer, they changed the Masters course. When Wilt
All
Chamberlain,
of them.
right, was
yeah,
dominating, what was changed? The three
all
cent
kind of
Couldn't dunk no more.
rules.
so
Couldn't
Caitlin
dunk.
Clark, hey, hear me and hear me good. Caitlin Clark has changed the game too. Who I know we know Dana Taurasi is what the all-time leading scorer, but we know Maya and the other great ones that have played and won 4 or 5 championships before her. But guess what? Who are the people looking at? They're looking at today's game. There's a Curry guy over there who changed the game in 2015. When this dude
Um,
started shooting the three-pointer, I said, you know what? This is not gonna last. It's 2024, and the game is still about the three-point shot, and
It's
everybody's
still
trying to
going,
mimic.
see.
So hey, let's cut no slack in this. Here comes a young white female who can shoot the three. Oh boy, let's be honest, okay? And what does America want to say? What did I say early? Right? I don't even put Luca, and I don't think Luca will ever be on the level of Larry Bird, right? But guess what? That's just my opinion. That's my thought, right? Look how everybody's just trashing Luca now. Trashing him. He's fat. He's overweight. He can't work out. He's not a leader. He was this way in Europe. He was this way in Europe. He was arguing
the all season.
let me get a little deeper, right? Why the
Yes, sir.
Hawks didn't draft? Why the Hawks didn't draft him? The Hawks should have drafted him. Oh, they changed the spot. Oh, Lucas still ain't led nobody to no championship. And until he get 2
Oh,
other people that can play with him, he won't lead nobody. Atlanta did what Atlanta had to do. They drafted somebody they were familiar with. That's not saying they're gonna win, but Luca hadn't won nothing yet.
wow! If I had the offering plate, man, I had the organist playing and pass it around, man, because you
Yeah,
up here preaching now.
yeah,
Uh,
oh, yeah.
oh man, but yeah, at the bottom line though, think about it, y'all. We just talked about one game now for the last 20 minutes, and that's great for the league. And so, no matter how we want to look at it, this is very good for the WNBA. So that's last week in the WNBA. What about Team USA, people? Um, how do you feel about the roster? I'll throw some names and faces up there. And Mo, I know you've been sitting there patiently. How do you feel about Team USA? How do you feel about the roster? Do you think there should be any adjustments?
I think the roster is fine. I think it's good. I think they made a good choice. It's good.
It's pretty stacked lineup, pretty stacked team.
Very stacked.
Um,
So
yeah,
I am happy with that roster.
yeah. Mo, Rod.
Man, kudos to the Olympic Committee for having the guts to say, sit your behind down. We got this. We ain't
Mhm.
finna let you come in here and do all this. Veterans play, veterans get stake. That's how it's supposed to be. You
Yeah,
earn your stripes. It ain't your time yet. You just don't get the waltz in here. No, man. No, no,
yeah,
no, no,
totally
no,
agree.
no, no. Can't
I
do
agree. Yeah, totally agree, Rod.
it.
Totally agree with you,
Oh
brother.
man, you ain't gonna like to hear what I'm about to say then.
Somebody
Well,
said it's just like what kind of like what Mr. E was saying. I understand some of that, but hey, you here? We know what you bring in. We got all this. Okay, if somebody get hurt, they left it open. Y'all agree? They left it open. Look, if somebody gets injured, we might look at it. So, look,
we might
they over there like this.
look at you.
Look, don't
I,
nobody get injured. But even then though, you want to bring some veterans in. I mean, hey, you see what she said? Hey, I mean, Caitlin Clark is playing. I understand, but she's not fast. She's not fast in this WNBA, man. And on that world stage, it's gonna be worse.
Worse.
It's gonna be
worse. It's worse on that world stage.
Right.
Yeah,
And
and
more physical too.
she bought. I mean, she's learning her way. She's doing this, doing that. She's adjusting game by game. It's okay. I mean, it's so many more people, I guess worthy of even being on or considered to be on that team. But she'll get there, man.
Definitely.
This year.
She go get there. She's gonna get her time. I agree.
I mean, she's on the course to do that.
Yes.
Hey, this is pressure, man. She's only a couple of games in. We don't know. She could fold up. You never know. Mess around might be a Wally Zerbiak. We don't know.
oh,
Whoa, Wally Zerbiak.
oh, yeah.
Or like
Wally
hell. If we want to get
on her, like you don't even know how she feels. Like we sit here talking about her right now, but we do not know what that girl deal with every day. Like, can you imagine what she go through and what she has to handle at her age? Man, that's a lot on her. And then her transition from college to WNBA, then play on the USA team. Come on.
Everybody on the court. Everybody on the court wants you. Everybody.
Yeah, that's a lot.
They either want to see what you're gonna do, or they can make sure you can't do what you think you're gonna do.
Exactly, that's a lot. She's gonna get her time. She's gonna work her way up. It takes time, and she's gonna get her opportunity.
That's why his hand up. I know you want something.
I want
and then pass it to E when you get done.
Yeah, I want to throw two nuggets up real quick. I can't remember who did the interview the other day. That I think she was for the Ace. It wasn't. She was for the Aces, and I can't remember what it was. But
that's cool.
Like how everybody breaks this down. Nobody is gonna give you anything. Nobody is gonna give you a pass, and nor should they. You should not be given a pass just because you got fans. At no point in any point in the game at basketball. When we watch basketball, nobody gave Magic a Bird the pass. They earned it. They took it. They came in and they took it. Nobody gave them nothing. Dr. J took it. Michael Jordan took it. They took it. They didn't let somebody say, I want you to have this and please help the league go forward. No, especially if we in the WNBA. What I do not like about any of this is we want to tell women to be less competitive, be less. You're not gonna ask a man to give somebody a pass, but you want to ask a woman to do that. That's BS. All of us have come through black women.
Okay.
I can tell you on my own. I can tell you on nothing for basketball. I had two black grandmothers, and they brought me up. You understand? I had two black women that took families. They brought these families up and raised these people up. Did nobody give them nothing? So I'm not finna give this girl nothing. I'm not finna give her nothing. If she works and she earns it, then that's what she's supposed to get. And the one thing we can say about women's basketball, and I'm gonna get off of it real quick. One thing that we can say about women's basketball is, not according to the numbers that goes out. We have always known that we can say that, and I'm gonna say it, white girls that can play basketball, we knew it. Breonna Stewart, Rebecca Lobo, Kelsey Plum, Sue Bird,
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Rebecca Lobo.
I
Beckers.
got her. The
Yep.
coach. Becky
Becky
Hammond.
Hammond.
Becky
Sue
Hammond. Yep.
Whalen.
We know where this is going. We know where
Kim
this is
Sue
going.
Mulkey.
Whalen.
Okay,
Who?
that's Kim Mulkey.
Kim Mulkey. They could play
Okay.
ball.
Hmm.
Before we get right here to Caitlin Clark, nobody said Brianna. Like I said, Brianna Stewart. These Paige Beckers. These girls were basketball players. They were ballers.
Okay.
Nobody said nothing about them being white or their condition about them being white and how they play. The only thing that we've gotten to this point right now is America that we living in. And the America that we living in now wants to give Caitlin Clark some kind of a pass and tell people to give her a pass because of
Okay.
whatever. But that has never been the thing before. We have
Okay.
seen we have seen
Pass.
basketball players and,
Okay.
and, and good basketball players who were white
All
and
right.
they played and nobody gave them a damn thing and they still were great. And I'm not finna give her nothing.
All right.
She's
So you're
got to
not
earn
gonna get you believe that and not only you, but I say Rod and Mo. I want to say y'all you guys feel like Caitlin Clark hasn't earned the spot yet for USA. E, what do you have to say about that?
It depends on how you look at it. I mean, if I look at it from a marketing standpoint, and I want the WNBA to be marketed around the world to make more money, marketing money, right? I'm going to put her on the team, such as I did what they did with Christian Leitner with the men's team. Should he not have been there, or should he was a college player of the year? He had been out there. The point of the matter is, to me, they don't need her. Now, watch this right here. The dream team didn't need Isaiah. The dream team didn't need
Mm,
Isaiah. but and he was supposed to be there. Okay? But somebody said something,
mm,
supposedly, that didn't want him.
Mike.
So, this can go either way. It doesn't matter what I want to give her. We live in a world, again, socioeconomics, environment, the media shape things, whether it's real or unreal, whether true or not true. Sometimes, if we look at it from a sociological aspect, it's no right or wrong. If we would look at it from a psychological aspect, it's like, what should we do? What's the effect of what? If we look at it from an economic aspect, it's like, money. And so I'm just talking about the powers that be. So I think the issue is who's in charge? Why was the decision made? See, we talk about how people handle situations. We use words like this: situational, the cognitive part of it here, the physiological part here, the conceptual issues of this. What's the effect from the holistic aspect of it, right? Who is it going to help? Who is it going to hurt? Why do I care? What's the matter with it? How does this help the whole? How does this help the few? What does this benefit me? So we can look at this from 200 different angles. You make the choice. You make the thought. It's your it's your philosophy about what you think.
All right. Hey, and I guess it's my turn now. So I look at it this way. I think the Team USA. I'm not gonna say WNBA because whoever's over this USA committee. If you look at the roster based on the players that are on that team, it's hard pressed to find a reason to take any one of those players off of that team. So starting there, just looking at it from that standpoint, they have the right roster together. But when you look at it in a and I think you said this earlier, but if you're trying to market your league and your league is going to be $50 million in the hole at the end of this season, and you have 12 teams in the league, and let's name some of these teams that used to be in the WNBA. Everybody, Miami Soul, Orlando Miracle, Portland Fire, Utah Stars, Cleveland Rockers,
Boy, boy,
San Antonio Stars,
boy,
Houston Comets, four-time champions, Where are they now? Charlotte Sting. All these teams used to be a Detroit Shock, who are now, fast forward, Dallas Wings. But look, think about all these teams that was in the league. Oh, Sacramento Monarchs. So this league had plenty of teams in it, and all these teams got shaved away. Here's an opportunity to not have that happen again. Here's an opportunity to add more teams so that it can be better for not only the players today, but the players for tomorrow. And now you could have games every night, a full slate of games every night, everywhere down the line. I think that they missed the ball on not putting Caitlin Clark on the team. Find a way to get her on that team. Now, Rodney, you said it earlier, injury, there may be a way to slip her in there. And so now you kind of did both. You took care of both sides. You
Mm-hmm.
didn't show favoritism, but then you still get her in there because those eyeballs mean a lot. Like, if we want to be real about it, Angel Reese is from Baltimore, Maryland, which is not far from Washington, D.C. She recently played a game in Baltimore in Washington, D.C. They played at the Tiny Arena, 4,200 people. Caitlin Clark was there a week before that. 20,000 people was at the arena where the Wizards play in D.C. That's real numbers.
Yeah, it
So
is.
we can
And
look at it like we want, but that 4,200 people went to the Angel Reese game in D.C.
hey,
20,000 was
I,
in that same city.
I mean,
We can't run from that.
is it right or wrong? Because see, you could be setting yourself up for failure. Either way, it's 50-50. Okay, we should put on a team and we're gonna be more marketable. Or you know what? I mean, who you gonna drop off of that team? I
No.
mean,
I was saying like the opening, like you were saying that
all
there may
right,
be an opening to get her in there. Yeah,
yeah,
maybe an opening.
they played the right cards, man, to see if that happens. Like I said, they over there like, please don't get hurt. But if she gets on the team, she gets on the team. But hey, man, what I'm telling you is, I think they made the right choice. She got to earn some of this stuff, man. All this stuff ain't.
Yeah,
But
thank you.
and
Thank you,
yeah,
Rod. Yeah,
and
she
I
got
want
to earn.
and I
She's
want to
got to
say something
earn
about
some
that.
of it.
Okay,
Don't. My only point about this: if you keep giving her stuff, regardless of what you're trying to do, if you're trying to market the game, if you're trying to sell the game or whatever, if you keep giving her, if you just keep giving it to her, you keep there's a level that she has to achieve. She has to keep going to do what? And what? In 2 years she has to turn around a damn uh, a cellar dweller team to be a champion? Like at what point does she not have to carry the weight that other people are putting upon her, that is just because of the marketing, not because of her talent, not because of what she does on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
but
Every she,
but Twan,
hey man, hey,
she's the
and I'm
she's the
and
fastest rookie.
hey,
But she's the
no, I'm
fastest
a
rookie. She's the fastest rookie to 200 points, 75 rebounds, and 75 assists in the
and get
history of the
what
league.
she gets, and she
So
and
so
her
what's that
ass
mean
gets
now earning it? How's she not
she
earning it?
because she
The
gets more shots
fastest.
than no, because she gets a lot of shots that her ass that she wouldn't get if
Nobody
y'all
else taking
if
But
there
shots.
but her
if
game is programmed that way. Remember what I said a few minutes ago about
Yeah.
Curry? Curry's game as the seventh pick, right, was relegated. Oh, he's 6'2". He's light. He's 160. Oh, yeah, we like him. Look, he went 8 for 25 in a nationally televised game. He can't play. He's too little. His handles are not that good. Uh, he's young. He played at a lower Division I school, same conference I played in, by the way. And and he's not going to be able to make it. And he's a number 7 pick. He revolutionized the game. And I see Caitlin Clark, right, as who can shoot the three. I mean, we know Dana Taurasi, but as Dana said, she's going to be playing against grown women now. And she's small, she's little. The girl doesn't even look like she hit a weight, like or weights at any time, right? It might even
no,
be
but
all
she
all time.
her
And then,
ass
and
walk to the
then,
weight room
okay, but see,
and
that's
throw
what
a
I'm
damn
saying.
water ball in there.
That's what they said about Curry, and he's going to go down as one of the all-time greats. Okay, so
but but
we got
but I
and
think
then we
Mr.
got to think
that
about how the media now. Think about this here, whether it's last 10 years, 20 years ago, right? Look how the media, that everybody has a show now. Look at us right now. Did you ever think that you'd even be right here talking about a show? Whether it was on your mind, whether you ever wanted to do it or not, people can do and say what they want to say. But guess what? It drives our lives now, right? Social media, podcasts, anybody can say and throw their opinions out there, whatever they want to do. And it just fuels life. It fuels the economy. It gives us something to do. It gives us something to have fun with. It gives us what I like every day, right? Part of an Epicurean style life, entertainment, life,
Yeah.
and fun.
And,
Chit chat, gossip,
and E.
talk, play about good
And
stuff.
E.
Just throw your opinion on there. Share your
And,
thoughts. Have some fun.
yeah.
Remember now, a
Yeah.
lot of this stuff is situational, and then it comes
Yeah.
down to how we think, how we conceive it. What my eye view, my perception,
Yeah.
my thought
And I
is
want to say,
valuable.
and E, I got to throw this in there real quick, sir. But and that's what I want to say was going on right here today. You know, the points that you're making, Twan, fantastic. Rod, fantastic.
Super.
E,
Right. On
fantastic.
the money. On the
Mo,
money.
fantastic.
On the money.
All these points make sense, and that's why we're on here doing what we do. So and that's why I say I appreciate this because these are the true, honest opinions of the people on the ground level that love sports. And so what we're doing right now is what needs to be done and needs to be
Well,
said.
let me
So
make another
and I
comment
and I
right
and
here.
I love the way we're hearing it from different angles and giving our
Let me
true
let me
feelings
let, let me
about
make
this.
let me make this a comment right here. Watch what I'm getting ready to say.
Yeah.
Now. Watch this. Watch this. I want you to listen to me well, right? Watch what I'm getting ready to say. Mo, I'm glad you're here for a female woman's point of view. Now watch this right here. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
If I had said that 2 years ago, 3 or 5 years ago, nothing would have been said or thought. But guess what? I said it today. And oh yeah, man, well, that might be biased. That might be a misogynistic type of viewpoint. And I'm saying that to say what everybody's been talking about tonight, the way social media, the world, life, the way we conceive, the way we put things in our own context, everything can be scrutinized. White, black, Hispanic, what people would say, oh, I'm biracial. Biracial, as they say, is not a race. But if we had talked about it 5 or 6 years ago, something differently would have been said. And most likely it would have been nothing.
Wow.
So
All
again,
right.
I appreciate everybody's thought
Oh
concept
yeah.
always because
Yes.
what you think is important and it drives society, right? It
Amen.
drives the thought
Amen.
process and it helps people to think. And hopefully it can be blessed that it can bring people together more so than separate. That we all from different backgrounds and we all have to understand and see things and open up our minds to a different way of thought. Whether it's about basketball, whether it's about life, whether it's about our families, whether it's about anything. Listen, and how can I add to help any situation?
Yeah.
And I want to piggyback this and I want to hear. I don't know how what our time set up for, but I
Oh,
want to
we
hear
good,
from Mo.
bro.
That's the
Yeah.
thing that Mr. E, you hit a lot of topics, and the one thing I've had to grow in living in my house, I've got
You outnumbered,
I've got
bro.
I got four I got four adults living with me that I birthed. I got I got I got two grown ass men and two grown ass women that live in my house, and they keep telling me stuff that I felt like I was right in. But they keep, and that's why I
Uh-oh.
want to hear from. No, and you hit on it, Mister E, and I want to get, and that's why I want to ask Mo. Like you say, when you get, my girls tell me you're mansplaining stuff to me, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? You know, and I'm being real. I'm telling you, like, Dad, you're mansplaining. So what the hell does that mean?
Oh,
Yeah, and you know, I
Keep
had
listening.
to break.
Keep listening to them young folks,
Yeah,
right?
I had to break myself back down to understand
That
what
was the
they're
song.
telling me. And you
mm,
know,
Hey,
and I can halfway get what they're telling me,
what it mean,
but
Mo?
but but the biggest thing, but the biggest thing is, like you say, regardless of anything that we're talking about, we have to go to the source and the person that is closest to anything that goes on. And we can say what we want to about this. It's one, two, three, four. It's four guys on here in one lady. She's the one that has had the most experience about what what I'm saying. She's the closest source to what everything is talking about. And so the one thing that
I
I
mean,
am able to do,
What you want? What
I
you
want,
want to tell you, bro?
I,
What you want to tell you?
no,
I want to pay.
the one thing that I can say is I want to hear what you think, because like I mean, just saying,
Give it to us,
because
Mo.
just because I want
Get
to
it,
know what
Mo.
you're thinking, because you are the one, regardless of everything
Bring
that
it,
we're.
Mo.
Yeah, tell
Yeah,
us what
okay.
we're doing
Mo,
wrong.
Come on,
Mo,
Mo.
Mo. Let me give you an intro to this right here. That was a song back in
Come
the
on, Mo.
1980s that was sung by a lot of famous artists, right? And it went something like this. You probably remember it, right? We are the world.
Oh
We
Lord
are
Jesus.
the children. We
Uh,
are the one to make a brighter day. So let's start
So let's start
living.
oh my
giving.
God.
Okay?
Come
Right?
in, come in with the Michael part.
There's a choice
Rod,
we're
Rod, come in with that.
making. We're trying to save our own
You
world
to make a
Oh
better
my.
day.
day
Let's
for
start
you and me.
giving.
Yeah.
So let's start giving.
Oh,
So
oh,
my take on it is I'm all about the women movement, women, we coming up. And I think
Well, girl.
it's a
Yeah,
great
girl.
look for us because we are moving up. We are handling
Get
our
up,
business,
get
not
on
just
up,
in
get
basketball,
on
just
up,
in
get on
general
the scene,
period.
get on up, get on up.
However, I don't like how the media is putting out like Caitlyn and Angel is making them seem like they bickering with each other instead of like coming together and supporting women as a whole, regardless if you white, black, Indian, whatever. We all
hmm
win at the end of the day. So I can see the negative part of it, and I also see the positive side of it. So
And y'all are all competitors. That is my thing.
exactly, we all right. We all compare.
You
When
are
I played
and
ball, I didn't
Huh?
care. Like I had a friend, me and one of my good friends, we played ball together. But on that court, we were not friends. I'm going to take it to you. I don't care who you are. I'm going to foul you. I'm going to do whatever I need to do for you not to get that bucket. But off the court, we was friends. So the media is making it like they going back and forth with each other. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I don't like.
and the same and then when we break the same thing down, Mo, when we played basketball, if TJ Mr. 4-1 had to guard me in the post, he was gonna foul me every time, and he did it.
Yeah.
He fouled my ass
Oh,
every single time because he was
yeah.
like, "I'm not gonna let you get the ball, and I'm not gonna let you do what you know how to do against me because
Yeah.
he couldn't guard me." The same way when his ass is out front and they get him the ball and I gotta guard him, guess what? When he get ready to
You
start
grab
making
him.
his move, I'm gonna foul his ass. Nigga, take the ball out up front until somebody else want to get out here and guard him because I can't guard him.
Hey,
I can't guard
hey,
him
Put
up
Twan.
that
front.
defense. Put that defense.
Twan. There's somebody right above you. There's somebody right above you on the screen that he called you out about a week or so ago, by the way.
I
Who
did.
that?
No, I was talking about what's his name. Oh my
Oh
God.
no, my bad, Twan. It wasn't you. He was talking
No,
about
it
Dorian.
wasn't you.
He
It
was talking
was
about Dorian. Dorian.
Doing.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah. I knew it was one of our guys. Yeah. Yeah,
man,
that's what it was. You said what you wanted to do to him, Rod?
man. That's the that joke. I used to hate that little shot. Oh, that little shot by the free throw line. I used to hate that so bad, man. Everything break down. When I see him with the ball, I'll be like, God, don't mind. Mm. TJ do his
Oh
little.
boy.
Next thing you
And the
know,
thing, Hey man, the same thing. Y'all would have said me talk about Rodney. Hey, the same way. When he
Yeah.
hit you, y'all don't know. Rodney will hit y'all with that guy. Hey, the old back in the day, he the old
That forearm shiver
Tim Hardaway, the UTEP two step.
crossover. Yep.
He hit you with that. He hit you with that. He hit you with that two step, man. And then he hit you. He go da da, and then he go da da, and then you go reach. And then you ain't got the ball, so now he passed you.
He got the ball.
Yep. Used to hate
You
that.
over here now. You like right now. You see my shoulder? He gone. So all you
Antoine,
can do now, you got two
Antoine.
things. You got two things. You got two things.
Hey,
Either you gonna let him lay the ball up, or you gonna foul his ass and go to the hole because he done beat you. He done beat you going to the hole.
and he did it with 2 knee braces.
And
Man,
bruh,
it used to be
Yeah. But
I'm
hey,
telling you that the UTEP two step, he used to
yeah.
hit us with that shit. He'd be up there, he'd hit up, and he'd stand up, he'd die, he'd dribble, and he'd hit die, and then die, and
Hey,
then you go reach for it, and now he
he
gonna bring it
gone.
back up. Now he gonna pass you, and all you gonna do it, you gonna foul
Foul.
him, or he gonna lay the
Yeah.
ball up on you. That's what he
Yeah.
gonna do.
Yeah. And by the way, y'all, E had, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this, E, but I know Dick Vitale had some wonderful things to say about you back in the day. And I'm gonna get that video of the game that E played in the NCAA tournament when he led Georgia Southern to the tournament. And if you don't mind, E, I'll put that link on the show so people can take a look at
I
it.
hope you're
Yeah,
showing them
I like
free
to watch
throws.
that.
I hope you're showing those free throws I made because again, I can remember Stephen Curry, right, at a small division
Yes.
school such as I was, shot like 8 for 28 from the field, right, and I think I was 4 for 25, and at one point, and I got several books, NCAA Division I records of most shots missed. And see, that's the way my game was. I'm going
Yeah.
down swinging, and that's how I live
You
my
going
life.
to
I'm
Hey
going
man,
down.
ain't nothing wrong with that. There's no such
I,
thing as bad publicity.
I
There's no
was
such
there.
thing as the E as bad.
I
Hey,
I was there. I was there.
I was
Dick
there, right?
Vitale, ESPN, Dayton, Ohio, first round, and you know what? It actually triggered off the good life that I actually live today. You got to take the
you know
skills,
what?
and we got to take
And I'm
the things that aren't so successful. But yeah, let's see that. Let's see that clip. What clip you got?
Well, what I'm saying,
I
I got the game. I'm gonna put the game in
Oh,
the comment section of the show.
well,
So
oh,
you can
okay.
click on that link and then boom, the game is gonna be on there. And I
well,
encourage everybody to watch it. Hey, I don't
y'all
watch the
don't know.
game a couple times.
I want to say this to everybody. I was at my doctor the other day for my knee because I have 2 bad knees from playing sports all
Tell
my
me
life.
about
And my doctor mentioned to me about the team that I played on, Southwest High School, Jeff Malone, NBA, 13-year, Terry Fair, who I had a chance to play against in college. The year that
Ooh,
he
Terry Fair. Ooh,
he beat
he's
Michael Jordan, Parade All-American. He beat Michael Jordan. And I
yeah,
had the opportunity to play against him when Georgia was in the Final Four. I think it was 83. And,
83. Yeah.
experience that I had when he turned around and hit a jump shot against us at Georgia Southern, and they beat us. And Georgia had to go to a boxing 1 to stop me, right? So I had somebody on me that whole game when they Vern Fleming, a couple other NBA players that played. So the opportunity.
Did Dominique play in that during that time too?
Dominique left the year before, but Vern Fleming
Okay.
and Gerald Crosby and a couple other players that got drafted or played in the NBA. So again,
Vern Fleming was that. Hey man, that's the other thing. These young cats don't understand and they don't see the game. When you talk, like you said, Vern Fleming,
the old school
he was
and the new school.
Vern Fleming could get if you took him and you made him play right now, he a dog 97% of these guys, you know what I'm saying? Like they couldn't do nothing. Stop it, man. Okay.
Yeah,
I
very good.
keep going back. You know what I'm saying?
But let's
like,
say that. Let's say that, man, because that experience.
because he was good. He was a
Yeah,
Those guys shaped my life. Those guys shaped my
yeah,
life. Even to this day, I'm inspired and I'm
yeah.
influenced, and I can't say enough or give them enough accolades for me, for what they've done for my
Mhm.
mindset. And when you hear me talk about the cognitive part, the physical part, the conceptual, the thought process, the situational things, it goes back to what people have done for me, not my goodness or my greatness, but what the people I've been fortunate to be around, such as even you, Mr. 411, having
Well, thank
refereed
you.
with you over 20 years and helping me have the different outlook and the perspective of the game. Because I had to transition from a player to a referee, and you were
Hmm.
part of it.
and hey, I'm finna tell y'all a little nugget, and you can take it for what you want to. If Rodney, if Rod had two good knees, and he had been about, if he had been about, if he had,
Yeah.
I don't even want to say he had, if he had been close to about
He had his
6 foot
knees.
tall,
He ain't lying.
If
because
he had his knees.
he didn't have the knees. He didn't have the knees when he was out there killing our ass. You know what I'm saying? But if he had the knees, and
Ooh,
he had been about 5'11" or 6 foot tall.
monster.
Hey
Man,
man,
I was
that boy. Hey, hey,
trying to
he
get
was one of them boys. Again, he could.
man, good
He
old
one of them cats. Like I can't remember nobody ever stealing the ball from him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like when you know what I'm saying? Like when you play pickup ball, you could do this, you could pick. I can't tell you one time there was somebody that stole the ball from him.
mm,
Cause he handled the ball.
man, it was
He had, hey man, but
those are good
yeah.
days.
He was a great guy, man.
yeah, hey, and he hit me. Hey, again, Tim Hardaway. When anybody said that Tim Hardaway, you tip two step,
That was it.
that was
Yeah.
he had it. That
Hey,
dude right
y'all.
up there, he had it. He had that.
Yeah,
You was not finna steal the ball from him. You was not.
yeah.
And the
It was
one thing
tough.
that I could tell you, the one thing I could tell you about when I played basketball, that I could put myself on, or I could pride myself on, was I could play good defense. I
Yeah.
was not the best offensive guy, but I could stay in front
I
of
can
my
see
dude.
you. I can see you being like Quinn Buckner.
Yeah,
They-
Oh wow.
I
I
could
got
stay.
you there, and I got
Mr. E, I could stay in front of my
man
guy.
down,
I
man
wasn't falling for no fakes.
down,
You wasn't
man
gonna do nothing. But again, that dude right up there,
Yeah,
he used to hit your. Hey man,
Here's
yeah.
the lock
Ronnie
in
was
the
Ronnie.
he
headlock.
did
Here's put you in a
hey
headlock like that where you couldn't
the
say nothing.
Hey guys.
hey
Put you
he
in
said,
a
"Good see."
headlock.
Hey guys,
the,
I gotta give a shout out also to down here Hot Tub Tony and Coy, and there's a little
Put that
debate going
picture.
on right below us. Oh yeah, that's look at that. That's nice,
Put
E.
that picture
Hey,
on
we
right there.
gonna
Look at that.
hey E.
Look at that muscle tone right there.
The
Woo!
muscle tone.
hey
but
yeah,
hey,
That's
Mr.
but
E,
class.
hey,
send
but hey,
that to
y'all,
me,
hey
man.
y'all,
I need you to send that to me, man.
yeah. All right, but hey, we got a little debate down here with Coy and Hot Tub, and it looks like Coy likes the new rules. Hot Tub likes the old school rules. So while we're here right now, let's pass it all the way around. How do y'all feel about like? Because again, this ties back to that play. The newer school of rules. It is what it is, and then you have the old school plays where that would have been just a common foul back in the day. So, what are your personal opinions on that?
So
Mo,
don't.
listen here.
I'll go real quick and I'll get out the
All right,
way.
real quick. Okay.
Don't ask me to play in this new era. I can't do it. The way that we play ball, the way that we played ball, the way that I understood how to play basketball, the way that I saw the game was played. Don't ask me to do none of that shit now because I can't do it.
All right, man.
I don't
Um,
want none of that. I don't want none of it. And um mm-mm.
there it is. There it is. All right. Straight to the
So
point there, Quinn.
so I see it both. I can see both sides. I think the play that Angel did was just a regular basketball play. She was going for the ball, and it just happened. However, I do like they protecting the players because concussions, that's a big thing now, even with NFL. So I get it. I get the call, I understand it, and I'm okay with it. However, don't turn around and make it seem like people are doing these fouls intentionally, because I really don't think that particular foul was intentional that Angel did. That's my take.
Mm-hmm. I
Close
agree
Oh,
with
your
that.
Rod,
eyes
you good, Rod? You
now.
like old school officiating or newer school officiating?
I mean, I don't like the new school officiating. I just, the game is it's like a D. I don't know. It's just not the same. I used to could be able to put my hands on you. I mean, I was a shorter guard, 5'8". I remember playing against Tim Saints and those 6'6" guards and those bigger guys. He about what, 190, 195. I'm playing about 205, 210. I put my hands on you. You're not moving. You're not going nowhere. You're not going. I'm gonna go left. I know. I don't. You're gonna stay right here. We're not. Where you going? I got this right hand right on you. You're not going nowhere. Nowadays, you can't do that. The offensive person has too much, I guess, too much control. You can't. All I can do is stay in front of a man and put my hands up. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's not. It gives you more offense, but it sacrifices the game. That's why you got so many people. The threes are here now. You're doing all this stuff. You've taken the game away from the big man. You. It was a process with this. You throw it in. If he didn't have the shot, he would kick it out. I understand things change, but when you take away the ability to even push that big man out, you have what you have now, which is people running down a fast break. Now is threes, brother. You come down the court and just pull up, brother.
Yeah.
How many of us would be we all be on the bench? I would be on the bench. There's no way. Oh my god! But
And you
No.
get,
that's the game now. That's the
Yep.
game.
yeah.
They pull up.
He is it.
Because you take away that old school way of refereeing where people can touch you, people can do these things. If you're gonna open the game up like that, it's no need to call flagrant fouls. Everybody shooting threes. What you doing? I'm just saying.
E
Don't.
is it entertainment E?
Yeah. I mean, he makes a lot of sense on this stuff, man. I understand it. I don't like it, but
Oh yeah, he he tells you the truth. It ain't nothing that he, again, like you say, nothing he tells you is anything that you can disagree with because he's telling you the same way that we looking at the game. The game is the way that they market the game, the way that the same way about any sport, NFL,
Yeah, football too.
baseball,
Mm-hmm.
anything that we do now. It is geared towards entertainment. It is geared towards not necessarily the the uh the true fan, but like the casuals. They like to try to put names on people. They try to, like they try to, the casuals. You're the casuals about this and that. No, but but the truth is, they want to, and again, Mr.
It,
411, we done had these discussions.
yep.
The NBA does what they want to market a certain type of game. They want to
Yeah.
market a certain way that the game is going to be played in the way that they want it to be played. And so
Yeah.
that is nothing that we can get away from. That is something that we can't, you know, that it
Yeah.
is. And the thing that you have to do as a player is you have to learn to adjust to it. And teams, that's what teams do. Teams, hey man, you can't change
Adjust.
it no more. You can't do that no more.
Right. The form.
You used to be able to do this. You can't do that no more. You used to be able to do that. You can't do that no more.
Yeah.
So it's like the game has changed. And
It's, and I got this for you, Twan. You remember this movie, Any Given Sunday?
yeah,
Willie Beeman. And
with
remember
the
Dennis
beam.
Quaid Dennis Quaid was the quarterback, the old school quarterback, and then Willie
Mm-hmm.
Beeman was like the modern day Mike Vick. I think this movie came out before Mike Vick made the NFL. So
Yeah.
they wanted, and what did the ownership tell the coach Al Pacino? I believe he was the coach. You know, we're trying to sell tickets, and we're going to air this ball out more. You know what I'm saying? We're
Yeah.
going to play with the air Willie Beeman style, and I think that kind of goes with all of this. Is that over time, you know, putting fans in the seats, more fans in the seats, more butts in the seats is to give them more points. So in the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball got a clock now on pitching and all this stuff. The batter got to hurry up and get up there. Like they're trying to speed things up, make it more entertaining, put more points on the board so that more people will buy tickets, more revenue.
And Miss,
I think, and then E got to get a shot in there too, as far as his take on the
I
old school versus
I
new
know,
school rules too.
and can I throw something real quick?
No,
Sure,
no,
and
stop
then
taking
pass
up all my damn time. Now, let me say this
and
right
pass
here.
it
you
to
got
E.
Let me say
time
this
to
right
eat.
here. Let me
You
tell
got
you
Pass
something
it to
time.
right
E.
here. Hold up. You already spoke for
No,
me. Now, shut up and be quiet. Listen here.
no, I want. Okay,
There's a
go ahead, Miss
song
D.
by Teddy
Go ahead, do it,
Pendergrass.
do it. Do your thing.
There's
Do
a
your thing.
song
Do
by
your thing.
Teddy Pendergrass, and it go like this right here. Wake up, everybody, and no
Oh
more
Lord.
Oh,
sleeping.
you gotta say.
It's time to start thinking ahead. Listen, are you ready for AI? Are you ready for AI? I don't know if you are or not. Are you
Allen
ready to
Iverson?
change? Are you
Oh
ready?
my.
Are
No,
you ready?
the
Artificial
Are you
Matrix.
intelligence.
ready to change your mindset and thought?
The Matrix.
Evolution is going to change. It's inevitable, right? I'm old enough as an old ass man, but I still have to stay connected with the young people, my daughter, my grandchildren, to hear what they're saying and what they're doing. So guess what?
Hmm.
Sports, basketball, hockey, pickleball, whatever else, it's all changing. I know if I had been playing now, right? I averaged 15.6 points per game when I left Georgia Southern, right? If the game was changed in the South and I had the right type of coach, that would have easily been a 22-point per game average. I would have gotten the draft. I was talking to the people right there, but where I played in the system that I played in, it wouldn't
Hmm.
allow me to do that. Hey, nobody's crying. Nobody's mad. I gathered what I could in the situation. So I'm always about the evolution, right? We can always talk about what woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda, but are we ready to face today's challenges and look into the future that would keep us growing, evolving, and contributing to society in the best way that we possibly can to make a change in whatever we believe?
Mm.
Wow. Look, I can
To
talk to
what?
you
To
all
what?
night.
Okay, and Mr. E.
Well,
on- and
one second,
my only thing
Brandon.
is,
Brandon, give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second.
okay.
I'm glad you all are here, and I've had you here for a while now, so I don't want to
It's time to
overstay
go.
my
I need
welcome with
something
you
to
all.
eat. What we eating
I don't
tonight?
want to.
Where you taking us to eat?
So
I'll
Brandon,
meet
you
you
throw it out. I
in the
can't take you
restaurant.
nowhere. I ain't got enough money to take y'all nowhere, but I know, brothers, you got something you want to throw in there, and then everybody can do their shout outs, their closing remarks, and then I could, let everybody get ready for tomorrow.
Okay.
So, brothers, you can carry on.
Yeah. Hey, man. I love everybody on this. Hey, like I said, I love everybody, and this will be my last little thing. I love everybody. Mr. E, I done had a couple of talks with
There
you.
is
More, I
love.
had a couple of talks with you, and so
There is
I love talking to y'all. I grew up with Rodney. I grew up with TJ. So,
love.
and again, Rodney used to. Hey, this dude could play ball. So
Yeah.
my only
Next
thing
week,
is,
we're coming live. We're going to be coming live next week. We're going to be at a local restaurant, and everybody will see us.
my only
Mr.
thing is
411, you
as
tell us where we're going to be.
my only thing is like for us, for all of us old heads or whatever, like it's
You
gonna
ain't
change.
old, man.
Is it gonna
You're
change
young.
so much that it's not the game that we knew anymore? And I don't. That's what I'm mad about. I don't want it to be the game that I didn't know anymore. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to
Sorry,
be where
sorry,
I want it to be
sorry,
where.
sorry,
Gonna be like that.
sorry, sorry,
It's already.
sorry, sorry, sorry,
So
sorry.
so it's gone. So the
Yeah.
game that we played is gone.
Yes.
So at that point, for my old heads, I don't need to watch it anymore, and I need to be this. I need to be the grumpy ass old man that just talk about how it used to be.
No,
I don't want
no,
to be that
I'm not
guy.
gonna
I
lie.
don't want to
In
be that
fact,
grumpy ass
I'm
old man to
signing
be
you
like,
up.
when
I'm
we
signing
played
you up.
basketball,
I'm
we
signing you
walked
up.
up here
I
both
know what
ways.
you did.
We
I
walked up
know.
here
I'm
both
taking you
ways
to
to play
a
the
game with
game.
me.
We walked
I'm
up
taking
here
you to a
and
game
up
with
here
me.
to come down.
Next season, I'm taking you to Atlanta Hawks game with me. Okay,
Oh
write
Lord.
that down. Let me know when your schedule is clear, and we're gonna get us a night game at the Atlanta Hawks. Right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's changing, and you're gonna have to accept that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not the same game. I mean, right now, I would say, and I think me and Mo, we kind of touched on this once. The game that you like is really now in the WNBA. They can be a little bit more physical. They're more daring right now. It's not really called like the NBA is, but it's a lot more physical and it's a good basketball. That fulfills me. That's why I've kind of transitioned there. That in college, NBA, I was telling TJ, I'm about sick of it. It's just not the same, man. It's just different. And you're gonna have to either learn to love it or you're gonna have to let it go. But it's nothing. I mean, Mr. E is right. I mean, it's just
You
not the same.
gotta love me or leave me alone.
Yeah.
You gotta love me or leave me alone. Hey, what that the song? You gotta love me or leave
Yep.
me alone. Who the hell was that?
Yes,
That was
sir.
it.
That's it. That's it.
I totally agree. It's definitely changed. It's
I'm
like
gonna
I
leave your ass alone then, goddamn
like 3 points. Like you can have a fast break. Someone said that, I can't remember, but you could have a whole fast break and they'll stop and shoot a three. Like nobody, the defensive people not even down the court yet, and you done shot a three. Nobody's down there getting a rebound, and you got to run
Yeah.
right down the court. It's like, come on. So yeah, it is changing. So
Yeah.
it
It's
is
a, yeah.
it
It's
is
a different time, y'all.
different time. And it
And
is
I,
what it is.
And it's a good
Everything
thing.
changing, not just sports.
It's
Just
a
like
good thing.
everything
It's just,
changing.
and look at it like this right here. You have your life, you have your wife, husband, spouse, or significant other. You have your friends. You have different foods you like to eat, right? You have different places to go. You have different opportunity. It's just basketball. It's just
No,
sport.
it's not just
all right,
basketball.
LeBron.
It's the E.
Hey,
It's not.
hey, I know
It's
it's
just
changing. I can type
basketball.
in when I can
It's
type
entertainment. It's
in.
entertainment. And we
Hey,
love entertainment. Whether you like
yo,
pole dancing, whether you like golf, whether you
wait,
You
like
say
Cardi
pole dancing.
B,
hold
whether
that.
you like Cardi B, or you're gonna sit back with me and listen to some old school George Benson or
No,
Uh-oh.
Mr. E.
Clue,
Hey,
or
hey,
whether
I
you're
know
gonna
we got
go
to get off
Chuck
here, Mr. E.
Mangione. How many of y'all like that know anything about Chuck Mangione? See, or you're gonna be
I know
Earl
about that.
Clue.
I don't know
What you
about that,
gonna do?
Mr. E. But I
What you
know we
gonna
used to
do?
play.
It's
We
life's
used to get.
life, man.
We used to get together and we would play at Tillis. We would play at Lake Bottom. We would play at Columbus State. We would play at we play and I'm just telling you like the places we would play and
It's
like
late.
again. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose to Rodney because he's gonna dog me out when he lose. When I lose, we lose 11. We play to 12, and we lose 11 to 12. He gonna
Yeah.
talk to me like we lost 12-1. He gonna dog me out. We gotta
Yeah.
listen to this shit. We gotta listen to this until we play him again. And if
So
we
let me
don't
watch
beat
this
him,
right here.
if we don't beat him over this weekend, if we play Saturday and we lose 3 games, I gotta listen to this shit for the next 7, 8 days, 3, 4 days. Nigga, you couldn't do nothing
Uh,
with me, Pookie. You
all
you
right,
hey,
And I hope
you
he
keep
beats
all right,
your butt.
y'all.
And I hope he,
All right.
I hope he
that's just
beats your butt. I hope he beats your butt until you
Hey,
learn how to take a loss.
I
Because
love y'all though.
when you know
I
how to
do.
take
yeah.
a loss, when you
I gotta
take a
learn how to
loss,
lose,
you
but
take
I
a
haven't
win.
picked that up yet. But
When you
Hey,
take a
y'all.
loss,
them jokers used to
you know
dog
how
us
to
out, Mr. E.
lose. You know how to lose because you done lost
Look,
enough in life. You
Yes,
know how to lose.
but I didn't like
You
it.
know.
hey,
He said,
I didn't like it,
hey,
Mr.
guys.
E.
Hey, everybody.
Nobody
Hey,
likes it.
group.
Nope.
Um,
Nobody likes it.
hey, fam. All right. I would say this now. You mentioned, you gonna take you gonna take brothers to a Hawks game. I hope you could add Rodney and Mo and myself to that list. And
Wait a minute now.
let's try.
I said I go to the game. I didn't say
Oh,
I have
I thought you said you go. Okay. You're gonna go.
I
Okay.
have. I don't sit down there all the time now.
Okay.
With little boo.
All right. I got carried away. All right. We can accompany. Let's accompany each other to a game.
Yeah, we can go to a game. Hey, I'm with that.
Okay. All right.
I'm with it.
I should have never said that live. Say that's what I'm saying.
Love talking basketball, but at the same time, I want y'all to take this nugget and I want y'all to listen. This is homework. So the next time I talk to you, y'all we get on, y'all let me know.
Homework assignment.
Assignment.
Let me get my pen. Let me get my pen out. Okay.
This is an assignment.
And I'm not trying to be a hater. I mean, because I happen to respect the dude, love the dude. My question is, I was watching the documentary. It was a Jason Kidd and it was Grant Hill. And I was watching it, looking at it, both great. Grant Hill is in the Hall of Fame. And my question is, why is he in the Hall of Fame?
Why Bill Walton? Why is Bill Walton in there?
I mean, but
I got an answer for that one.
Bill Walton
played 5 years in the NBA.
And Bill Walton was
11 years.
But I'm just all I'm saying is Grant Hill is a good player. Grant Hill was electric. The first couple of years when he was with Detroit, man can play. Man is awesome. I don't take nothing from him. He is.
I got an answer for you. I got an answer for you.
Why?
But we gotta save the answer. We gotta save the answer for the next episode.
I gotta go.
Yeah, like that Isaiah Thomas thing you threw on me. We gotta say that.
Yeah, we'll save it.
All right.
Because if we want, you're right. Because if we want to put Grant Hill,
we're gonna save it right for the next show.
Why we ain't put Brandon Roy? Why we put Brandon Roy in the Hall of Fame?
I got.
We're gonna save it. We're gonna save it for the next show. Hey y'all. All right, we're gonna say that. We're gonna come back with that one. Yeah. So we're gonna come back with our answers for that. All right. So look. All right. I want y'all. I gotta say this, y'all. I gotta say this.
5 years ago.
Okay. All right. Now let me close this out for everybody. Let me close it out. All right, everybody. Look, let me close it out. Get a big shout out to Surge Sports as well, because you all didn't know this, but we are on a simulcast, so we're up in the Northeast as well. Surge Sports picked up Former Sports World, so we're up there at Surge Sports in the Northeast as well. So they get to hear some of us from the South. So shout out to Surge TV for picking us up. And shout out to YouTube. Shout out to us being on
look
TikTok.
Up Kendrick High School, KHS.
Well, all right, we'll tell them. And shout out to Hot Tub.
That would lose to them, man.
Shout out to Hot Tub Tony. Shout out to Coy. Shout out to let me get another name. All right, hold on. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in today too as well. And then look, special shout out to Mo, Antoine, Eric, Rod. All right. Appreciate everybody. And check this out, y'all. And check this out too before we go. Listen to it before you sign off, everybody. But my brother Terrence Jones, one of his compadres, Jay Edwards, he has a hit song called Tailor Made. So I was going to make sure to play that as we close out for today. So check it out. But look, we'll get back together next week, everybody. Okay. I definitely appreciate it. Love everybody.
Hey man.
401 Sports Bar Network.
Love.
Have a good one.
Love, peace, and hair grease.
There it is.
Love, peace, and hair grease.
I don't need no hair grease, man. What you talking about?
I do. I got a couple up there.
Yeah. I got some here.
Oh my light shining right there. Make it look like I got some oil on. That's the light right there. See
y'all.
Right
there. Stop me. Y'all sick, man. Bye.
Peace.
All right.
Where everybody go?
Oh, yeah, we out of here. We out of here.
I can't help but feel the way I feel when you're not near. And it's obvious to see With you absent, there's no me. I don't know much else I can say except I need you around. I got no other games to play. Girl, I'm hoping you can stay. I really need some of your love. Cause you're the only one I wanna kiss and hug. And girl, no matter where you are, I wanna be. It don't matter where ain't no distance that's too far enough for me. No, no. You're the only one I need. You're all I need. Ain't no other girl for me. No, Taylor Major's right for me. Yeah, she's the only one I need. So come and let me love you. Baby, let me love you. There ain't no one I'm trusting but you. Nah. I wanna be that answer that you need. So come and give me a chance, you'll see. There can't nobody else but you. Get me in the mood to do every little thing that's so kinky. Cause when I'm with you, girl, I can be that energy you need to light your fire. I can be your everything you need when I'm around. No. You're the only one I need, girl. Ain't no other girl for me. No, Taylor Major's right for me.